Team Rue, Las Vegas, Nevada, with a record of 4 wins against 0 losses. Please welcome Dylan Jahrling. Jahrling. Dylan Jahrling, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, undefeated. It is now last call. It is now last call. Your next drink can be at Fitzgerald's Pub. Und Grill. In the Barber Motors red corner, fighting out of Team Prestige in L'Orange, by way of Weyburn, Saskatchewan. He's got an impressive 6 wins versus only 1 loss. Please welcome Devon, Mr. Boom Truck Smith!
Okay, this fight is the amateur championship bout contested over 5 3-minute rounds in the 185-pound division. Dylan Jahrling, he's coming from Team Rue in the House of Rue in Las Vegas. Devon Smith is fighting out of Prestige Worldwide in L'Orange. So we got a title fight here, Des, in the 185 division for the Prestige Championship.
You've got a titleist here. He's got the title, does he not?
I think it's
vacant, but it looks like he's carrying a title maybe from another division there.
I think he's got a title from another division,
Sure he does. I'll tell you what, my money's on the Vegas guy. They haven't let me down tonight.
They haven't, no. And this guy, he's a tough kid. He's been training in wrestling all his life. He's got a strong wrestling background, and 24 years old to be training with a guy like Ron Frazier in Las Vegas. Like you said, these Las Vegas guys have not disappointed yet.
They're well trained. They throw punches and bunches. They know what they're doing, and it's coming down to the competition. They're fighting with better guys more often.
Yeah.
Vegas is the fight capital of the world.
It is.
And whatever kind of fighting you want to see, it's there. You got boxing, you got wrestling, you got MMA. It's all there. UFCs, how many of them are there? I mean, it's all
exactly. Yeah, it's kind of the hub for UFC there. So
I don't think, I'm not going to take anything away from the local boys from Weyburn. I mean, of course.
I'm kind of curious about that. I mean, they do say that he's from Weyburn, but talking to him, I think he might have spent, maybe a year or 2 of his life here.
Yeah.
Not too much. So
from the north.
They're pumping it up. He's a hometown guy. But
I get that.
But truly, he's a northern boy as well. 6-1 coming in, wants to take advantage of his undefeated opponent.
Sure.
Dylan Jahrling, he's 4-0.
He's going to be 6-2 at the end of this. I'd be so surprised if Team Rue didn't continue its dominance tonight.
Yeah.
Just like United Fighter. These guys are well trained and not taking anything away from the other guys.
Yeah.
But that means so much. We've watched time and time again the Team Rue guys, even if they lose the first round, they get fixed up in the second, and look at them come out aggressively.
Yeah, aggressively.
Great defense of that.
And when I was talking to Dylan Jahrling, he said actually his first time in the House of Rue gym to kind of test him, Ron Frazier threw him in to spar with Mike Pyle, and basically, he got his ass handed to him, and that was the end of that. And he said ever since then, he's had a great respect for Ron and vice versa. So obviously a lot of respect from Ron to throw him in.
About name guys he's fighting.
Yeah,
and training with.
And that was his first sparring attempt ever,
right.
Just in a gym. So, I mean, these are the types of guys that they're training with.
Yeah.
So.
And you just cannot not look at this takedown. That's the Wayburn guy, but again, the skill set. And I'll tell you something, and this is the great thing, is win or lose, this is not a good place.
No, not good for Devon Smith at all right now.
Mr. Boomtruck's in big trouble. He's the one getting boomed upon. But is Jahrling tiring himself out? Possibly,
but this is a kid who's been a national wrestler in the United States growing up. He's a well-conditioned athlete.
Sure is.
Playing football as well growing up. He's well-conditioned, and I don't think we're going to see stamina be an issue from the boys from Las Vegas.
No, it really isn't, but I tell you what, these guys from Las Vegas are going to go back home and say something about the Saskatchewan fighter. Look at that arm bar, but look at him get out of it, but he eats one. I'll tell you what, Devon, Mr. Boomtruck, had an armbar whip. And again, you see the wrestling background. Man, he's good on the ground.
He is very good on the ground.
He just knows where his body is at all times. And that was not anything I wasn't impressed by.
Yeah, no.
Smith. But man, this Jahrling knows exactly where he is at all times. I'll tell you what, Devon might be a natural better fighter.
He just might be. He's showing a lot of poise out there. Very calm, and he's having fun.
But look at this. That turtling.
Yeah.
That is nothing. But it's a lot of wasted energy. But like you just said, a wrestler's going to be very well conditioned.
Yeah. And Smith's got to be careful here because Elvis has stepped in pretty early, as we've seen earlier on tonight. So you can't turtle like that for too long. Nope. Elvis is going to step in and end it. But
Elvis will stop as soon as there's any hits to the soft part behind the ear.
Yeah,
this is
and
stupid.
That's
this is dumb.
Dylan Jahrling taking command of this fight, and he's taking home the belt.
Absolutely, that was
huge win for Dylan Jahrling. He's dedicating this fight to his 4-year-old brother, Tyler Yukai Jahrling, who's watching way back home in the United States.
I don't think the viewers have to worry. Dr. Corrigan's in there. I think that's a lot of pride right now you're just seeing out there.
Yeah, I don't think more so his head's hurting as much as his heart is after losing that one.
He's hurt. Those hurt. But it's his pride. That's what he's covering up right now.
Absolutely.
Getting himself composed to go and show the respect that, did Jahrling ever earn that? I got to get in the ring.
He did. Huge win for Dylan Jahrling. He's improving to 5-0. He takes the Prestige Fight Club 185 title belt. He's undefeated. And like I said, he's dedicating this fight to his 4-year-old brother, Tyler Yukai Jahrling, watching back at home in the United States. So big shout out to Yukai cheering on his big brother. And maybe one day we'll see a guy named Yukai in the octagon as well. Again, the boys from Las Vegas did not disappoint. Dylan Jahrling fighting out of the House of Rue. He's got the advantage of Ron Frazier in his corner. Although Dylan was quite adamant about letting me know that the coach really has nothing to do about it, and that Ron Frazier can be quite hard on him at some times, but obviously it paid off as Las Vegas getting the sweep this evening.
The belt will be awarded by Comtech. Comtech Industries have sponsored this fight and will be presenting the belt to your winner, that's his boy, I want to thank Comtech for sponsoring this fight and this belt. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has brought a halt to this fight at 2:42 of the first round for your winner, TKO, blue corner, Dylan Jahrling. Dylan Jahrling. Dylan, you had a great fight. It was, you like that, right? First of all, is this your first trip to Canada?
Yes, it's the first time I've left the USA.
All right, well, welcome to Canada.
Thank you.
Enjoy your belt. That fight was, he's a great fighter, there's no question. He did a few reversals, but you never felt that you were in trouble at all, did you?
Just a little bit when I was on bottom, yeah.
How about that arm bar? I saw you met with the arm bar for a second. What were you thinking there?
I went to roll out of it, but whatever.
Yes, he's a very skilled fighter, but you brought so many strikes, and I was going to say, if you got out of the first round, your corner would have fixed any problems you had, but that was not an issue tonight. Okay, anything else you want to say? Your son's here?
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Cord. I want to thank my cornerman, my teammates, my head coach, my wrestling coach, and I'd like to give a shout out to my little brother, Yukai. He usually makes it to my fights. He wasn't able to make it to this one because my dad's a cheapo, so he didn't want to buy for 2 plane tickets. So there we go.
Well, we're glad that your dad bought the first plane ticket, and we want to thank you for coming out. A round of applause for your new Prestige Fight Club champion and Comtech Industries for putting this fight on. Prestige Fight Club has put on an amazing event. How about a round of applause for Prestige Fight Club and Cord Crothers, Derek?